Hi, my name is Excellence Anurika Joshua, student of Master of Development Engineering at the Blum Center of Developing Economics at the University of California, Berkeley. Between the fall of 2023 and the spring of 2024, I lived at the International House. That means I am an iHouse alum. Living at the International House was an absolute privilege. And something I'm very grateful for, and that was facilitated by the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program because I came into Berkeley as a scholar. While living there towards the end of the fall of 2023, we heard about the Projects for Peace, which was this grant that they were going to give to selected students to go through a project over the summer in their community or a community they were passionate or connected to, affiliated to. That was going to encourage peace or resolve conflict, and all of that. It's something that had been going on for a while. And so when I got in, I heard about it, and one of the winners from the previous year, which is 2023, was also a Mastercard scholar. I think two of the winners, but I kind of was close to one, and he told me about it again, and he's like, you might want to check that out. So when the application opened up, I attended the info session with Nayeli, and at the info session I was like, oh, we already had this going on, but we wanted to do another segment. And she's like, oh, we're not kind of funding an organization, it's more of a project, and so if you have this segment and you think you want to, sure, why don't you try? I listened carefully and attentively, and in some time, I think at the end of December, I went for the winter break, and then I got back and I submitted my application. In February, I got a mail that I had been selected. I was among those that were selected for this award, which was eventually going to be just 3 people that were selected. And the days turned into weeks where we had to hash our implementation plan. They had to do due diligence. We signed documents and all of that, and finally we were to start the project. Now, my project was on leveraging digital skills to build peace in Anambra State, Nigeria. You might be wondering why this project and why Anambra State. I am not per se from Anambra State, but I'll tell you why. So over the years, I have leveraged digital skills and technology to economically empower women across Africa. So what I have done is train them on relevant digital skills and then help them get jobs working remotely and globally. And we've done that across 35 countries, mostly African women, almost 8 to 10,000. But it's just been girls and women, because I always believe that the greatest protection a woman has is the money of her own that she has. And with the job market and lack of flexibility for women, especially when they start bearing children, and the high unemployment rate in Africa for women, it was a segment that I wanted to work in because I'd been one of that statistics where I had my son, I was broke, no job, the ones coming were not flexible, I couldn't take them, and I was just 25, 2-year-old son, divorced, and all of that. But technology helped me rebuild my life, and so I thought that this was a way, I believed that it was a way to help other women, and I started doing it, and it actually worked. But my child is a boy, it's a guy, and so many people had been asking, how about the men? How about the boys? If we keep training our girls and we don't train our boys, we're going to run into trouble. So in as much as we are pushing for gender equity and empowering women, we should also empower men, because at the end of the day, this in Africa, they will go to the man's house, and they will still submit, and all of those kind of things. But I'd always said I'm willing to collaborate for men's projects. So when this idea came up, this Project for Peace, for me, it was a little bit, peace, digital skills. Digital skills, when you have money, when you're economically empowered, it kind of solves a lot of things. But one of the things that came to my mind was the insecurity in the Southeast. I'm from the Southeast. My dad is from Anambra State. He's from Abia State. My mom is from Anambra State. And if you're from Nigeria, actually if you're Igbo, when I mean Igbo, you're from the Southeast, you know about the whole theory of in December, we're going home. Everybody's going home. What it means is that we're going to our village. That's back to the southeast. But for some years, it was a scary and a dangerous thing to go home. The whole euphoria and excitement of going home had ceased, because by the time you go home, most people are either kidnapped or they are killed. And when they're kidnapped, the ransom can be ridiculous. And so people get scared. The insecurity kind of perpetuated and has been there for a long time because of this whole wanting the Biafran state and so many things ongoing. And most of the perpetrators of this crime are usually men. And then also the young men most times fall into that, because the high unemployment rate, the situation with the ransom was giving them some kind of source of income. And so it was mostly young men doing all of this, causing all this crime and insecurity. It was so bad that even people that had security were not exactly safe. It was really bad. And so initially I thought, can I really make a whole change? It's a whole lot. It's not just one thing. It's a whole lot. And some of those people, like, where do you start from? But then one of the things I loved about the Projects of Peace is they were very interested in grassroots projects. Like, they wanted you to start a project. It doesn't have to be so big. Start from your community, but something that had the potential to have a ripple that could spread. And so I'm like, okay, how about we show these young men, those coming up and those already there, that there is an alternative way to make money and build a life sustainably, even if the government is paying attention to you or not, instead of going the way of kidnapping and perpetuating insecurity. How about we show them that there's another option, and because of technology, or with technology, you can have access, like opportunities are democratized. You don't need to pass through somebody or know somebody to actually access something good or make something out of your life. And so that was what my project was about. But because I am in our trainings, where it's kind of a tripartite, we're very focused on the intellect of the individual, and then we give them skills. When you blend the right mindset with the right skills, they're able to think of critical ways to solve problems, and they're able to have income to take care of themselves, their families, and then their communities. And so for me, in the area of intellect, I am very skilled with women and with girls, but not so skilled with men. And so I reached out to some partners who, number one, were on ground in Anambra State and in the East as well, and who were men or had worked with men to work on this project. And so we worked with Anambra Techies, we worked with Mr. Ola Moshebi, who is a personal development expert, and he was going to be teaching them about peace, building peace, conflict resolution, civic responsibility and leadership. And he also taught them the business of you, how to think beyond the digital skills they were learning, how to monetize them and create value for themselves, and then use this value to make money, and how to actually take responsibility, civic responsibility, knowing what responsibility was theirs and what was the government or what was not theirs to handle, and how they can start small. So it was just a very unique program, and over the course of 4 weeks, we had online learnings. So through my organization, the Tech and Training Incubator Foundation, we gave them access to a program which we called the Digital Launchpad, which was the introduction to digital skills. It wasn't just digital skills, but it started from what technology is, how the internet works, what Microsoft is, and the different packages it had, and how to maximize them. We talked about the Google family. We talked about personal branding. We talked about how to sell. We talked about social media. We also went further to talk about how to design, because I see design as a way to express yourself in any way. We also did a bit about content creation and all of that. So what they did was, every week they had access. They went in, they logged in, and they accessed the learning management system, taking each lesson. And at the end of each module, they had quiz. So they answered each quiz. And if you do not pass the quiz, you can't move to the next level. So they did the quiz, they took the questions, and you could retake it up to 5 times. And I always tell them after 5 times you're locked out, so you have to go back and reread it if you're not clear, to make sure you pass the quiz. So they did that, and every Friday at 7 p.m. Nigerian time, we had the life enhancement calls where Mr. Moshwebi was able to teach them about all of these things: the business as you, civic responsibilities, leadership, building peace, and all of that. It was very interesting and very engaging. You can watch the replays of the videos on YouTube. It was just phenomenally engaging and transformative for them. And we started with about 130 something young men, and over time some people dropped, some people didn't go through, but we had about 60 something who were able to stay through to the end, and then with about 40 something really maxing out of the opportunity. So when they were done, they had a final assessment. The final assessment had questions majorly from the life enhancement calls, where they learned about peace, where they learned about conflict resolution, leadership, the business is you, and all of that. So it was just the life enhancement calls. That was where the questions for the quiz were gotten from, and they had to pass that. So once they passed that, they got a certificate of completion from Digital Launchpad. But to wrap up the program, we had a physical meet and greet hangout where we got to engage with them, interact with them. I joined them, talked to them about life and seeing life differently and making the most out of themselves, whether they had support from family, government, or anybody or not, letting them know that what they had in their hands, they had the power to transform it into something phenomenal. And so they didn't have to do vices, they didn't have to go with the wrong vices, and also how to give back and replicate and share what it is they had learned in the program. It was very nice, it was very interactive, and we're so grateful to the Anambra State government, who has shown commitment and support in helping and training young people. They were just so phenomenal. When I reached out to them, I'm like, hey, you guys have this Solution Innovation District, and I heard you have this beautiful hall, and I want to come do this. Do you mind giving us the space? They obliged, they gave it to us, and I'm so grateful to the special advisor to the governor, Ms. Chinwe Okoli, who was also there, Mr. Anejemba, who was there present at the event, speaking and encouraging these young people as well. We had Obi Amaka come speak to them, who has been in the software engineering space for quite a while, come speak to them and let them know the possibilities that exist in this environment or in this space or in this industry, and how they have access to be anything they want and make the most out of it, pay this forward, right? And also, more than anything, become everything that they can become, but also teach other people, right? It was very beautiful, and there was a lot of networking, meeting themselves, interacting, asking questions, and getting answers from it. It was generally a beautiful event. It was really nice, and I am so grateful to the Project of Peace for funding this, and the International House for supporting this. I'm very grateful to Nayeli, Manita, and everyone who supported us to make this happen and make this a success. We look forward to sustainability of this. It was so beautiful and so easy working with the Anambra Techies, a community for techies in Anambra State. They were so easy to work with. They delivered excellently, and they were so good. Kudos to Victor and Kenechukwu. Kenechukwu is the CEO, and Victor is there as one of the leaders of the team as well. And it was phenomenal. I'm also grateful to Mr. Ola Moshwebi. Thank you for riding with us on this journey. And then all the team members at the Tech Training Incubator, Blessing, Anita, and everyone, Grace, that worked on this, and also those who worked on the course creation with me, Chineye Ezokolo, Grace Joshua. They worked to create the content to ensure that it was relevant for what we were about to do. So yeah, the next clips you're going to see clips from the life enhancement calls. You're going to see clips from the final meet and greet and how it was, and you're also going to hear feedback from some of the participants that completed the program. We look forward to perpetuating this not just in Anambra State, but across the Southeast and in Nigeria. And I look forward to partners and people who would want to do this with us. Please come work with us. Please come work with us. Partner with us. Let this go viral. There's so much digital skills can do for young men and young women in Africa, not just in Nigeria. Thank you again to the Project of Peace, and I hope you enjoy watching the other clips.
My name is Anurika Patrick. I'm from the Minister of Local Government, Anambra State. I want to use this opportunity to thank the organizers of this program, this 1 month program. It was very innovative. I personally learned a lot. This is the first time I'm participating in an online class like this. And the Take It Train, they really did a wonderful job. So I want to thank Her Excellency and also Mr. Ola for his time and everything. So thank you and God bless.
My name is Onyeji Josiah. I'm from Enugu State, but I reside in Nobi in Anambra State. So I want to say a very big thank you to Miss Excellence and her team, the Take It Train and Yatara Rucha program. I want to thank them for this wonderful experience. I've really learned a lot. The in-calls with Mr. Ola Omeshebi has really been impactful. His method of teaching and everything. I've really learned a lot about technology. I used to think I've known it all, but I've just discovered that there are lots that I need to know about technology. So I want to say a very big thank you to all. Thank you all for this wonderful experience.
Good afternoon. My name is Zennaike Chinedu Josiah. I'm from Oga in Agota Local Government, area of Anambra State. Having leveraged the digital launchpad, I must say I'm very much happy to have gone through the Yatara Rucha Bootcamp. For my 27 years on this planet Earth, I just heard about Internet of Things. And I heard about so many things of which in fact, from onset, I never valued anything tech and other things. But having gone through this bootcamp, I must say I'm beginning to love everything about tech. All thanks to Miss Excellence for this wonderful opportunity, and thanks to the Anambra Techies, to the Take Train and Solution Innovation District. Thank you.
Yatara Rucha is my name. I base here in Anambra State. It has been a wonderful experience at Take Train. For the past weeks now, 4 weeks to be precise, I've learned so much about technology, about how to handle social media, and also the latest part that I actually got a handful knowledge of is how to use Canva. I'm a graphic designer. I use CorelDRAW and Photoshop, but recently I now know how to use Canva just with using my phone. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Pastor Madokandukwe Fulfill. I am grateful to Almighty God who has made it possible for me to be in this training. And thank God I have been in this training for over a month. I've completed. I learned a lot from this training. The weekly calls with Mr. Ola was wonderful. They were so grateful. Learning about different kinds of technologies and how to leverage them has really taught me a lot. I am grateful to the ITTI Foundation, the TTI Foundation, Take It Train, Anambra Techies, and the Yatara Rucha.
My name is Igechi Smoye from Anambra in local government area. And I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to Take It Train Incubator for the opportunity given to me during the 1 month program. I learned a lot. I learned how to be self-reliant and persistent in my pursuit of technology. And I believe that technology is something that every youth in Anambra should know and understand. It is the future of the country, of the nation, and Africa as a whole. So I believe this grand task that they've embarked on, I believe they are going to do a lot more help for the youth of Anambra State. And I thank them very much. I'm so grateful.
Good day. My name is Anthony Chisom. I'm from Anambra State. I reside in Oka. I want to say a big thank you to the program hosters. I want to thank you for the ideas and the experiences that I've got through this program. Thank you.
My name is Emmanuel Praise. I'm from Anambra State, Okasa local government area. I want to say a very big shout out to Excellence Joshua, Anambra Techies, Techie Train, and Yatara Rucha for coming all together to organize this wonderful program. I must say that it is actually a blessing in a time like this. I actually learned a lot, especially learning how to use Canva to prepare learn how to use Canva to design and do other things, and also learn how to use Canva to prepare presentations. And it was very, very awesome. I was like, because I've actually been thinking of how do I really go about all these things, but it actually gave me a great insight and new information about technology. Thank you so much, and once again, a big shout out to Anambra Techies for organizing this program.
Hello, my name is Christian Wibu from Anambra State. So I'm so glad today because I successfully completed the Yatara Rucha Bootcamp, which actually opened my eyes to the digital world of AI and digital graphics designs with Canva. So it also allowed me to know about how to tread carefully in the digital space and also know about the Google family and the Microsoft family. So I'm actually delighted and glad for this wonderful opportunity. So I want to say thank you to Techie Train, Incubator, Foundations, the Anambra Techies, and the Solution Innovation District. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Okafor Chukwemeka, thank God. And I was one of the participants in the Yatara Rucha Project for Peace program, which we just concluded. The program was beginner-friendly and self-paced, which allowed us to learn at our own pace and introduce newbies into tech world and some other concepts that people were not previously aware of. Currently, I was able to learn Canva skills, which has enabled me to design a brand logo for my fashion brand. Thank you very much to the organizers of the program.
Okay, my name is Ikuka Justin. I'm from Anambra State. I wish to thank Ms. Esther and Joshua for organizing this program, and also the organizers, Anambra Techies and the Solution Innovation District, for helping us stay here. Well, I participated in this program. It was beneficial to me. I wish God to bless them and also thank the governor for helping us in using this space. Thank you all for organizing the program.
Okay, my name is Okonkwo Emmanuel. I'm a beneficiary of the program. I want to use this medium to thank our coordinator, the person that put this program all together. I want to say a very big thank you to Madam Excellence Joshua. I want to thank you very, very well for making this program to be possible, for allowing us to gain this much insight into tech. And I want to say, may the good Lord bless you. This program has helped me a lot to dive into tech in the aspect of designs, Canva, knowing my way around Canva. Also, how to portray myself, to brand myself, and also to arrange my CV, how to prepare myself for interviews, and also to know a lot about tech. I want to say a very big thank you to the founders of this, to the sponsors of this. May the good Lord also bless you.
One for calling Chibueze, a newbie in the tech space. Starting the journey in the tech space has been quite frustrating, like don't knowing where to start, where to start and the rest. But during the Anambra tech space, the Anambra tech community, it has been quite like it has been easing the frustration. At least I get to meet with persons from the same field that I am, that have gone far, that have advanced. And in that way, I tend to gain more experience and minimize the mistake I could have made as a newbie. And it's also coming for this program organized by them. It has been a thing of joy. I feel fulfilled coming out today, and I've met with a lot of persons, networked, and I can say it's worth it.
Hello, My name is Gwacham Jerry. I want to say a very big thank you to the entire Techie Crane crew and the Anambra Techies community for availing us the opportunity to undergo the Digital Launchpad course. This course has enabled me to understand graphics, Canva especially, in a different dimension. I also want to send my shout out to Ms. Excellence Joshua and every other person that has made this course available for us to learn. Thank you. I deeply appreciate it so well.
Good day, everyone. My name is Onyekelu John Bosco. I reside in Anambra State. I'm a resident of Anambra State, Oka. So I thank everyone. I thank Ms. Excellence for the opportunity, great opportunity to be able to do the bootcamp. And I learned a lot. I really learned a lot, starting from how to be good in my emails, how to arrange my emails, and also how to use Canva and other tech stuff. I also learned a lot how to do tech very well. And I really thank them and thank the Techie Tech Hub Incubator Train, the Techie Train Incubator, and I also thank Anambra Tech for also giving me the opportunity to see how to join them.
Good afternoon. My name is Okekifio Malitewu. I'm from Anambra State. I reside in Oka. I'm a student of Anambra State University. I want to use this opportunity to thank Project Peace, Yatara for the bootcamp, Anambra Techies, and the SID for helping us and trying to let us know our decisions in tech. They really helped me in deciding on what to do because I've always had an interest in tech, but they have made the vision clear. Okay, they made my visions clearer on what I want to go into in tech. I also want to thank them for the extracurricular seminar they held for us with Mr. Ola Osebi for the conflict resolution and other things he made us to learn. And also want to thank them for everything they made us to do, even for the event we had today. May God bless you all. Thanks.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Namachike Kapunaventure from Oka South. I'm one of the participants of the training, and I'll express my gratitude to the organizers of this event, Mrs. Excellency Joshua. And participating in this training have been very impactful and exciting. Learning AI prompting was one of the important things I learned so much, from how to give proper prompting to AI and make sure that you talk with AI. And also another part of the training I love so much is the aspect of Canva, whereby we learned how to design a lot of, ranging from Instagram carousel to Instagram slide, and also how to create our portfolio. Thank you.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed watching an overview of what it was in the final meet and greet, as well as the feedback from the participants. You notice that it was life transforming and it was very beautiful to see. And I'm very privileged to have been able to lead this project. Thank you to the International House for this opportunity. Thank you to Projects of Peace and everyone on the team. And I'm very grateful. Congratulations to other Projects of Peace awardees. Let's keep shining the light, bridging peace in our communities and across the world, and resolving conflicts. My name is Excellence Anurika Joshua, and I am a development engineer. Thank you.